Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and here today we have another update video regarding the Celtic manager position. But before we get into it, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more Scottish football content. Well, another day has gone by in Scottish football, and what was once a certain appointment of Eddie Howe has turned into Celtic looking for another name. Since Neil Lennon had been dismissed back in March, the Celts had been linked with the ex-Bournemouth manager Eddie Howe. Howe is regarded as one of England's most brightest young managers after his two spells at Bournemouth guiding them from League Two to the Premier League and keeping them up there for 3 seasons, with one of the smallest budgets in the division. Celtic fans liked the idea of the young manager taking the reins at Parkhead, but from the outside perspective something didn't seem right, as it didn't seem that anything was getting announced. As I said before, Lennon was dismissed back in March and the Celtic board had 3 months to sort out his replacement. Even 2 weeks after the season had finished, the whole manager palaver was still going on, and last night Celtic released this statement. We can now confirm that Eddie will not be joining the club for reasons out with both his and Celtic's control. As part of the ongoing process, we have engaged with a number of candidates. We fully appreciate our fans will be seeking clarity on this matter, and we aim very shortly to announce the appointment of a manager with the quality and desire to take Celtic forward and bring further success to our supporters. So with Eddie no longer becoming the next Celtic manager, Celtic must begin to look for a new name. For the remainder of this video, we're going to take a look at different and potential candidates, the job favourites who are going to take over the reins at Parkhead. So let's start with the bookies' favourite, Ange Postecoglou, 6-4. Yes, until I read the bookies' favourites, I hadn't heard his name either. Ange Postecoglou is the current Oklahoma boss and won the league title in 2019. He began his managerial career in Australia, claiming silverware with South Melbourne, before winning 2 A-League titles with Brisbane Roar. Postecoglou then took over the Socceroos and led the national team to the 2014 World Cup. The 55-year-old moved to Oklahoma in December 2017 and led them to find a J-League Cup, before claiming the J-League Championship in 2019. Steve Clarke, 4-1. The current Scotland manager is the second favourite to take over the job, but has a small matter of the Euro 2020 in front of him, of which he won't be available until the very end of June at the very least. Although he has done a great job at Scotland, the lure of the full-time football might be enough to give up his role at Scotland for Celtic. Before the Scotland job, he did have SPFL experience, as he guided this season's relegated side Kilmarnock to a 3rd place finish along with European football. John Kennedy. Current Celtic interim boss is sitting 3rd favourite to take the job full time. Kennedy has been a part of the club for years and was a part of the setup with Brendan Rodgers. After Neil Lennon's departure, he was put in place to steady the ship until they got a new manager, but that new manager could be him. However, the fans of Phil will want a fresh start, and so far from what they've seen of him towards the end of the season, he is not the super candidate. Other managers who are possibly in the running are Enzo Moreza, Lucien Fur, Roy Keane, Michael O'Neill, Chris Wilder, Jesse March. To conclude and give my opinion on the whole saga, look, the whole Eddie Howe thing, from an outside perspective, someone who doesn't support Celtic, it kind of looked like something was just not working. There was always this possibility, wait till the playoffs, see if the Bournemouth backroom team would join or whatever, and he just didn't seem committed. There was other rumours that he was waiting to see who get the Crystal Palace job, and it just didn't seem that he wanted to go to Scotland. And previously, I think he got a job at Burnley and he was homesick, so Glasgow would have been a bit too far for him as well if he was really much a family man. So I just didn't feel like things just didn't add up with the whole Eddie Howe saga. But obviously they need to move upon it. Who I think will be the next Celtic manager, I would probably go with the Greek guy. If he's bookies' favourites, and he has a decent, enough CV. As I said, he's the way you got to look at it, he has more experience than Steven Gerrard from when he took over at Rangers. He's been in the game for a while. As I said, I know slightly. I used to live in Australia. I know a bit about Australian football, and to take Brisbane Roar to 2 league titles is quite some achievement. You know, it's dominated by Sydney FC, and Brisbane Roar, I think they're down near towards the bottom. They're always relegation fodder anyway. So to do that on 2 occasions with Brisbane Roar is fantastic. And then I don't know anything too much about the Japanese league, but look, he's won a league title there. So could that be the next step up? I mean, look, Celtic fans obviously want a big name, but look, it's hard to get big names into a club these days. And look, he could be a potential candidate. I mean, I wouldn't snub my nose at it. I certainly wouldn't until I'd seen what happened and seen what he can do. As for the other candidates, I could probably see John Kennedy. I can't see Steve Clarke taking over the reins. I just felt like he didn't like his time in Scotland, and well, especially the west of Scotland as well. When he was against Kilmarnock, he wanted to get away from that sort of goldfish boy. I don't think he would be able to handle it. But John Kennedy, I said it. I said it when Neil Lennon was dismissed. I felt that John Kennedy could probably go and get the job. Just the way how things go with Celtic and their board. They're very cheap, but with the new manager, that Ange Postecoglou, I think that will be the next manager. As for the other favourites, I can't see Roy Keane taking over, Michael O'Neill. Chris Wilder could be a good shout, but he's down there at 12 to 1 odds, so I don't see that happening. Jesse March, it looks like he's going to be taking the RB Leipzig job. So, I mean, I guess we'll just see what happens in the next coming days. But I wouldn't be too snobby to the Greek manager, Ange. As you said, he's got an impressive CV at smaller leagues, and maybe it will step up. You're only competing with another side. Australian league's a very competitive league. Scottish league, you only have to beat Rangers to win the title. I'm saying only need to beat, but we'll see what happens. He might hit the ground running there. Anyway, guys, that's my opinion on who will be the next Celtic manager. Get your thoughts and opinions down there below into the comment section. Make sure you like and subscribe on this video for more SPFL content, and I'll be sure to see you very, very soon. Thank you. Take care and bye.